certain people are born with certain traits. I've spoken about this before. Right? Certain people are born, they love girls. Certain people are born, they love money. Some people are born, they love covet. Right? Some people are born, they can't give $1, not a penny. They're so cheap. Right? Why? It's not fair. Because what month you're born in, right? Some people are born gay. How could that be? Hashem said this is Te'evas Hashem. If it's something Hashem hates, how could you be born like that? So Rav Chaim Vital speaks about this. And he says, magnificent Rav Chaim Vital, he says, the way that God works is as follows. Last time you were in this world, we're all Gilgulim, there's no new souls. Last time you were in this world, you were born a normal guy. When it comes to money, you were born a normal guy with a choice to give tzedakah or not to give tzedakah. Okay? You're normal. You chose, I don't want to give money. I want to be stingy. So now your Aveira, your Gilgul, what you did last time that you messed up was that you didn't give tzedakah. People came to you for food. I don't give nothing. You're a miser. You were a miser. Now how are you going to fix that? How are you going to fix that? So because last time you chose that to be a miser, so now you're going to go to Shemayim, they're going to be like, oh, you want to be a miser. How do we know you want to be a miser? Because you were in the world, you weren't supposed to be a miser, you chose to be a miser. So you want to be a miser. So we're going to send you down now as a miser. And the way to fix it, to take your choice back, is not to be a miser. So then when you come back to the next world, you fixed that choice of being a miser this time, right? Even though I want to be a miser and it kills me to give money and I have to break myself. That's how you masakin, that's how you do a tikkun for a midah. So, if a person last time was born not liking guys, normally, but he decided that he had a taiva and he wants to be with guys. So when he comes up to Shemayim, they're like, hey, we didn't send you down there to be with guys, now you want to be with guys? Okay, so now you're going to come back into the world wanting to be with guys, but halachically you can't be. And you're going to struggle your whole life, because you're going to have those feelings. And in Shovavim, when we do tshuva in Shovavim, that is one of the Shovavim that we do, right? Which seems to be very strange. You see all these tzaddikim saying Shovavim, like, why are you saying that, right? But it's about other Gilgulim. We say in Shovavim about a man and a man. We ask for mechila. What do you mean? I don't like guys. What do you want asking mechila? So in the Sefer of Shovavim, it says, if not in this Gilgul, in a different Gilgul that I was in. So you could have been like that many years, whatever. So we ask for tshuva for that also. So now you got to come back because that's what you chose, and this time you can't. That's what you want, and you can't act on it. You last time were born a normal guy, and you decided you want to be with 100 women. So now you're going to come back with that type of being with 100 women, but you can't be. You can only be married to one. You have to break what you chose last time. Rav Chaim Vital. It makes a lot of sense, and it's understandable, and I've spoken about this before, and the guys that are born that way, they don't feel it's fair, because if you're born liking girls, at least you can marry somebody, you have a way out, you have one wife. But by guys you can't. You can't act on it, right? So if you can't act on it, so I went to my Rabbi Gamliel, I said, the guy who likes girls, he chose a lot of girls, so now he comes back to the world. So Hashem says you can have one wife. Okay, so I have a little outlet. I have one wife, I have an outlet, but this other guy doesn't have an outlet. So Rabbi Gamliel said, because that Avera is so big that the only tikkun is going through your whole life without an outlet. If you last time you were Machal Shabbos, but you weren't born the type of person to be Machal Shabbos. You chose to be Machal Shabbos. So this time your struggle is going to be Shabbos. If last time you weren't born that your struggle was chazer, to eat treif, you decided to eat treif, you come to Shema and like, you chose treif. So now you're going to have this crazy yitzhara for shrimp and lobster, or whatever it is, for non-kosher burgers, or whatever it is, and you can't act on it. And that's why you're here. You're here to be musakin, and therefore Rav Chaim Vital says, the thing you struggle with the most, that you want to do, the avera you want to do the most, that's why you're here. And if you don't do it, you're masakin it, you don't got to come back, you don't have to go to Gehenna, you have your tikkun. And it's very painful sometimes, your tikkun. But the bigger the avera, the harder the tikkun. That's the way it works.